keep with a real. Don't want to talk of a name by the dip. Nah, I made a name for me real quick. Ain't gon' stop till my net worth millions. Going school, I drop down. They try to read when I drop with a top.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us in the shadow of the Eiffel Tower in the fabulous European capital of Paris, France. And tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Commanders of Paris. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. A man who led the league in yards per carry last year, it's Khalil Herbert. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On second down, a run with Herbert. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. But you look at this defense, and they're squarely in the middle of the pack against the run this year, number 16 in the NFL.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game, you play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step, you go to them early and often.
Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. They snap it to Fields. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Fields. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Commanders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Here's the rookie from Auburn, Tank Bigsby. And a productive gain at out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They run with Thomas. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now a handoff to Bigsby. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
To throw on 2nd down. Dugan, short throw to the tight end Thomas. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's a give to Bigsby. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
2nd down, here's a run with Bigsby. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. That good for 19 at a 1st down. And Bigsby once more. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dugan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He got 29 yards that time.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
A run here with Bigsby. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here's Bigsby. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jahan Dotson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
This feels like something we'd see more commonly, CD, in a college game. They give it to the receiver down here in the red zone, but it winds up successful.
Yeah, partner, I think you think it's less likely to find running space to the edge down here close to the end zone where things are so condensed. But a lot of times you end up focusing on the running backs, and they're able to slip it to the receiver, and it resulted in a touchdown.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he will have the Bears first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another first down.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Herbert powering up the middle.
Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
No sweat from Montez Sweat that time as he makes that stop look easy.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Second down, they go back to Herbert.
Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet.
And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
On 4th down, Chicago brings out Trenton Gill.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Now he's free at the 35.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Fields on 1st down.
Oh, and
his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The final shot before break. Dugan, he's going deep for Brown. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are going to get the football back as time will run out.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Another run by Bigsby. And it's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. On the carry, Bigsby.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Justin Jones there on the stop.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jahan Dotson. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
2nd and 10. Fields again. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Hand off right side for Herbert. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. From the 41, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Off play action, Fields. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. Touchdown! Khalil Herbert. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2? They'll try and run it here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wondered maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Dugan. And that's going to be incomplete.
The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
They run for it with Bigsby.
And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first.
And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Here we go.
On 1st down, Fields. That is caught by Herbert.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And here's Fields. Dropping this underneath with Herbert.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Moore, the man in motion. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts.
Fields going to change things up here. Herbert looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line.
2nd and goal from the 1.
And now an audible here into something else.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The Commanders' defense looking for a stop here. It's 3rd and goal. To throw is Fields.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Fourth down, Fields has to have this one. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown.
So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Gave up 6 points going the other way.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Now here's There's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Back to the air, Fields on second down.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, here's Bigsby.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This to make it a 3-score game late. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and that will keep this a 15-point game. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it...
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
And he will have a Commanders first down, and that should just about do it. 109 yards rushing now, as he's done it on 22 carries. So a victory here for the Commanders. If you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for the Commanders,
it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.